Gentlemen, back on air right now, and the next story is about Robert Vadra's friend Sanjay Bhandari in big trouble. In case you forgot who Sanjay Bhandari was about, I'll play out a few clips. Very, very close to Robert Vadra, has done all kinds of dubious deals with him allegedly, and now he's going to be dragged back. This is the story and why Sanjay Bhandari, who thought when we pinned him down that he would never be dragged back, why it's just a matter of time. All his sins are coming home to roost. Here's the UP era scam he was a part of.
A fugitive arms dealer and close aide of Robert Vadra. Sanjay Bhandari is wanted by our agencies in multiple corruption cases, most of which date back to the UPA era. Republic had smoked him out.
Why don't you give me an interview?
इंटरव्यू पूछना पड़ेगा मेरे को लॉयर से, पर मैं तुम्हें क्वेश्चंस का जवाब दूं, वो भी मैं पूछूंगा. I would love to do that. But the problem है कि तुम रिपब्लिक से आ गए हो.
UPA era corruption is back in focus. The CBI is all set to send letter rogatory to UK, UAE and South Korea in connection with the bribery case against Vadra aide Sanjay Bhandari, who is accused of influencing a contract related to an ONGC Petro Additions Limited plant in Gujarat.
Ahead of 2024, PM Modi has made the fight against corruption the #1 issue.
कुछ लोग सिर्फ अपने दल के लिए जीते हैं, दल का ही भला करना चाहते हैं. वो ये सब इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि उन्हें भ्रष्टाचार का, कमीशन का, मलाई खाने का, कटमनी का हिस्सा मिलता है. जिसने गरीब को लूटा है, जिसने देश को लूटा है, उसका हिसाब तो हो करके रहेगा.
The crackdown began when Augusta middleman Christian Michel was dragged back to India.
Christian, would you give facts? Christian, would you give facts at last? Christian, would you tell the truth? Christian, would you tell the truth? Christian, will you tell the truth about those names? Christian, will you tell the truth about the names?
And now it's time for a crackdown on Vadra aide Sanjay Bhandari. Let's debate.
Man out here, Shazia, Sanjay Bhandari allegedly got a 4.9 million brokerage fee / commission to get a contract to set up a dual feed cracker unit at ONGC Petro Additions plant. About 5 million, right? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And there was a time when these people made money very, very easily like that. And this money, then they go and live in London and they think they'll take the legal clauses and get away with it. Lokesh, 4.9 million in one contract. You people didn't learn anything after Bofors? Or is it your habit?
Arnab,
4.9 million in one contract. Quattaro gave part of the money to someone.
The present regime?
Who did he share the money with anyone in the Congress?
But what about the present government?
I'm asking about this. I'm asking about this.
No, what about the present regime?
I'm asking about this. I'm asking about this. I'm asking Sanjay Bhandari. Sanjay Bhandari.
No, but what about the present regime?
No, but what about Sanjay Bhandari, close to Rahul Gandhi?
In fact, the government has all the investigative agencies. The government has given a clean sheet to Robert Vadra.
No, why should Vadra family friends get commission?
No, tell me one thing. If the government is so certain, if the government is so certain, it has all the investigative agencies with itself. It has got all the mechanisms, all the administration in place.
But let me tell you,
so why hasn't it worked?
Two very important.
This government.
Two facts.
Madam, please allow me to complete. Madam, please allow me to complete.
Two facts.
Allow me to complete.
One fact that CBI has investigated in the matter and has found multiple email exchanges between Bhandari and senior manager at SCCL, which is a Samsung. Samsung agency.
You guys are thugs.
That is one. But I want to. So this is just one thing that is just there, which is going to hound you for a few days. But I want to say
came to
something
power
more
in
important.
2014.
Do you know
Lokesh, listen to Shazia. Lokesh, Lokesh, wait a minute. Let her speak and then after that. One versus one only.
Talking, Lokesh,
No,
because it's not
when I
making any
was
sense.
speaking, this woman,
I want to just come in when you're
Her
done.
name is Shazia, not this woman. Don't say this woman. Her name is Shazia, not this woman. Her name is not this woman. Her name is not this woman.
Woman is Shazia Elmi, and you can call me anything. I'm very proud to be a woman.
What I'm saying,
it's a great day to be a woman, right? Because finally we will have UCC. So I'm very proud of being this woman.
So please
I
don't
wear that
expect
with a lot
manners
of
from
pride
me.
and gravitas.
Don't expect
Now
manners
coming
from
to
me.
you, I don't think you should feel bad about it.
Lokesh, I lower your fader for a minute to Shazia.
Sanjay Bhandari wants to think of himself as a known intermediary in the defense and arms deals. Now let me tell you, this is Sanjay Bhandari himself. Forget the fact that CBI has unearthed this ample evidence about how he was resorting to bribery and was a go-between, trying to seal the tender with two consortiums. Let me say, this is Sanjay Bhandari himself who last year, Lokesh, this will embarrass you.
What is this marketing
This doesn't look good. This just shows your nervousness.
Exactly, this
so
doesn't
can you
look
imagine
good.
he
Because when
actually
I was
accused
putting
and
forth
filed
my
a case.
points, you
The
started
case is in
interjecting
trench
in
court,
between.
and I want
You
everybody
speak
in India
whenever
to
you
know
want,
about this.
and
This is
later
Sanjay
expect me to
Bhandari,
listen to
who
whatever you are
actually
saying.
has filed a case against Thales Group in France,
Now, Arnab, are
saying
you
that he
going
was to be
moderate
given
the
his full
debate, or is this
consultancy
going to be like a
of
fish market
20
over here?
million euros for his role as intermediary.
She
It's
is
another
simply
word
reading
for a
out
middleman.
some form of a script
It's another
that
word
she
for a
has prepared
middleman.
before.
No,
It's
the-
another
Is
word
this a
for a
debate?
wheeler dealer. But
Is
let's
this a
go with
debate?
Yeah, but
intermediary.
I'll tell you one thing. Lokesh, first of all, just 1 minute, let her complete. No, 1 minute, 1 minute. I want to come in here. Let me explain to you, viewers. Lokesh, just a minute, please wait. Everyone wait. See, if anybody thinks that Sanjay Bhandari got a 5 million bribe or commission or whatever from this Samsung Engineering Company Limited, SECL. So, of course, Robert Vadra's friends became rich, Vadra family friends became rich, Quattarocchi became rich, others became rich. Kya badi baat hai? We'll go and take the money to London, spend the money, enjoy our life. Why is Arnab Goswami complaining? The point is this, and you need to understand, Lokesh, this 5 million that Samsung Engineering Company Limited allegedly paid Robert Vadra, do you think they want to pay? No. This was, in Congress time, the price of doing business. And who eventually, Samsung Engineering Company Limited will inevitably hike its price in such a way that the taxpayer will pay for it. It's not free Kamal. It is being funded by the taxpayer. You people are becoming rich. You people became rich, and the people became poor.
You keep the margin for bribery.
Yeah, Lokesh. Lokesh first. Karan after Lokesh.
That you're telling.
Wait, Karan, allow me to put my points first.
Lokesh, Karan after Lokesh. Karan after Lokesh. One at a time. Karan after Lokesh.
Allow me. Till now, Arnab, the ED, CBI, IT, they have not come up with any probe finding. There is no charge sheet that has been filed. Nothing has been done. The present government came. Madam, please allow me to complete, madam, at least. Arnab, what is this here?
Given concrete evidence. There is
what is this that she is hammering you back on the program? You are getting beaten on the program. That is what it's about.
I'm requesting you to please allow me to complete my sentence.
Shazia is aggressive tonight.
You are floundering.
No, Shazia, tell me one thing. What language do you understand? I'm requesting you humbly to complete. Let me complete what I'm saying.
You call it different names, but this is how the system works.
Why are you behaving this way?
This is how it works.
What's the problem with you?
Because we want
evidence.
I've been requesting you to allow me to complete what I'm saying, but you're just not allowing me.
Yeah, because she's aggressive on corruption.
Is this the way to behave, madam? And then later you accuse me of not acting in a mannered way. Madam, what I'm saying over here is you came to power in 2014.
Whichever way you're acting in, the fact of the matter is that CBI has.
Madam, I am not going to argue with you on these points.
I
have come up with certain facts. If those facts are contentious, you please contest it and you come up with your facts.
No,
let's behave in a civilized manner.
Your facts or my facts? They are the facts.
Madam, you please, you put forth your facts. I'll speak after you. Okay, you please put forth your facts. I'll speak after you. Please, ladies first. Ladies first, please. Okay, all ears for you. Please tell me.
No, you don't have to patronize her by saying ladies first. 1 minute. What do you mean?
What am I supposed to do?
You're being patronizing to a fellow panelist.
The moment I start speaking,
no, I don't have a ladies first rule on the program. We don't
allow me to speak, allow me to put my point. She calls me that I'm not acting in a civilized manner. Tell me what am I supposed to do?
No, he's not being chivalrous, he's being patronizing.
It's a tad late, to get into this courtesy. Okay. We all know that you've totally failed to answer any of my questions, and the mounting in evidence that there is a Sanjay Bhandari. The fact that you're defending him now says a lot about you, Lokesh.
No, I'll tell you what's happening. If
Are you done, man? Can I speak now?
Half a second, I'll say. You see, there's been a feeling that Narendra Modi came to power in 2014. There's a restlessness that the UPA Congress camps have not been dealt with. And I really hope that between now and the end of this year...
And why is that?
No, I'll tell you why. But don't forget, the Supreme Court has rejected the bail of Christian Michel. Christian Michel knows everything. Everything. Vadra, listen to me, he knows everything. Tatra truck scam, Scorpion submarine scam.
Arnab,
right? No. Cargill for profit scam.
Scams?
No, people have not forgotten. Karan, have
he's
people
admitted.
Forgotten?
He's on record saying that I had
Cargill
relations with Blue Bridge Trading Private Limited.
Government.
Blue Bridge Trading Private
Cargill
Limited is Robert
during the BJP government, Arnab.
He has sued.
Are you trying to say that the BJP government entered into India into a war for profit?
I have not been paid 167 crores. Arnab, $5 million is a very small amount that you are saying. He has gone on record and said I deserve 167 crores for facilitating a deal when Congress was in power for the modernization of Mirage 2000. He's on record.
That's
you can't even deny that.
He has filed the case.
And even the IB report says there was a link between Blue Bridge Trading Private Limited and him.
Very important for your viewers to know about the Mirage.
Lokesh, you can't even hide it today. It is on record. He's admitted that he has a sweetheart deal with Robert Vadra. If he is extradited, and he will be extradited, Robert Vadra is in serious trouble. You must understand, he will open the entire can of worms, the entire can, the rot that you brought into our defense deals. This malaise, this swamp will be drained once and for all. And it starts with him. You should be really concerned when the letters of Rogatory have gone today to UK, Dubai and Korea.
An issue for the upcoming elections. That's what the truth is.
You can't
There's no truth in all whatever you're saying.
Okay, I ask a question. Karan, 1 minute. Karan, 1 minute. Lokesh, 1 minute. Lokesh, 1 minute. Who owns, Karan, 1 minute. Karan, who owns the email address robertvadra@yahoo.com? There was a purported email of a Sumit Chadda to robertvadra@yahoo.com referring to Mr. B. Mr. B. You want me to read the email? There was a reference to a apartment or a property on Bryanston Square in London.
Yes.
You want me to go into detail? Want me to embarrass you?
Please go ahead, Arnab, but the question is...
No, I'm going to go ahead.
Why is there a dereliction of duty?
No,
why hasn't the investigative agencies investigated?
Okay,
tell me, what is stopping the extradition of Nirav Modi, Vijay Mallya, all the fugitives, all the...
Okay, Shazia.
What is stopping the government? What is stopping the government?
You see, when you have no answer or defense of all the facts that are being presented to you.
Because, many times,
the evidence that I talk about, which is there, with CBI, that he was involved and engaged in a criminal conspiracy.
Whenever you are exposed to certain things which are absolutely rubbish, it's better to ignore.
How difficult it is.
It's always better to ignore.
Lokesh, do you know the Home Secretary has approved the extradition?
And you go nowhere.
You know that?
Can I come in?
Allow me. I want to see the result. Let him come to the shores and then talk. All you have done since 2014 is talks and talks.
What sort of an argument is this?
What form of black money ghar, kala dhan ghar aayega? Where is the kala dhan? You told big talks of Swiss bank.
He is a fugitive, Lokesh, who has admitted his links with Robert Vadra.
No, tell me
why don't you get it?
Did you
and his extradition has been approved by the Home Secretary. He has now challenged it in the court, which is why the CBI has sent the letters of rogatory. Please understand the due process.
What form of stake does the government have in not extraditing these?
Now you are indulging in whataboutery. Now you are not answering factually.
The taxpayers' money.
Nikhil and Karan, stop. What is that you're holding? Karan, Nikhil, please, I said, yeah.
But still you have given a clean sheet.
What are you holding up, Nikhil? Stop playing a victim card.
Nobody is giving him a clean sheet. He's being extradited, just so you know. He is being extradited, just so you know. The Home Secretary has already approved it.
Yeah, you are trying to speak, but you are being beaten black and blue on the program tonight.
We are having a prime time debate with you, Arnab, about a man. Let's talk about who Sanjay Bhandari is. According to court documents filed in France, Thales SA gave Sanjay Bhandari £9 million, that's about 90 crores, for a deal that is worth 2.4 billion pounds, that is about 24,000 crores. That deal has two offset partners in India, two Bangalore-based companies. One of those companies is Axis Kids Engineering Technology
My question is, Shazia is on the debate.
By a joke.
My question is right now, my question is, when the question goes, Lokesh, when the question goes, you just said right now that it is, Lokesh, that this should not happen. Why is it taken so long? So my question is to Shazia, why is it taking so long? From 2014 to 2022-23, why is it taken so long? Why should it take so long?
So the fact of the matter is that
why should it take so long?
Has since then sought political asylum. The legal process is being worked on.
No.
So that's what it is.
No, madam, nothing is being worked on.
Where UK, as far as UK goes and the extradition goes. But the fact is that CBI has been doing its work. The agencies have been, and they have shown and produced insurmountable evidence in this matter.
But 9 years?
Ma'am, is this...
9 years, Shazia. 9 years, Shazia. 9 years, not enough. 9 years, you couldn't get a statement out of Christian Michel. You couldn't put it out in public. You couldn't put a video out there. Okay, what are you shouting about again, Nikhil? 1 second. Why couldn't you do it in 9 years?
I cannot speak for the investigating agencies. But I know that this party and my party...
9 years. There's a case against Sanjay Bhandari in the Pilatus aircraft deal by the previous UPA government. There are links of Sanjay Bhandari's company OIS with other European companies.
There were any corruption scandals
9 years.
like we used to hear in UPA 2
But 9 years.
I'm talking about Prime Minister Modi governance and Prime Minister Modi's center, all the ministries notwithstanding. Not a single scam, not a single case of corruption against any of his ministers, any of the top brass ever.
Yeah, but VK Singh is a minister. VK Singh is a minister in your government. VK Singh, 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. VK Singh is a minister in your government. In 2012, it was revealed. No, in 2012.
Is that why the BJP felt the need to buy out Ajit Pawar and his MLAs, the supposedly most corrupt people in the country? Is that why Ajit Pawar and all the people that had serious cases against them by the enforcement directorate were brought into the BJP government? And let's talk about this deal. Shazia, let's talk about this deal. A sitting BJP minister has gained 6,000 crores from a contract negotiated by this very Sanjay Bhandari.
Against anybody who's part of BJP.
Okay, I want to ask you, Shazia, here's a question to you. And please mark my words very, very carefully. Shazia, 1 minute. Shazia and Nikhil. I really think that if your government is sincere, former...
Well, it is.
Okay, let me complete. Everyone's on. Then why are you not stopping people who have worked till recently in the defense forces and in defense establishments from entering into all kinds of employment opportunities, consultancies, contracts, advisory roles in companies that in turn either manufacture or provide equipment or high-end technology to the government of India? There are these quote unquote, I've heard of this one startup which calls itself a defense startup, which provides equipment or technology to the government of India, which has direct or indirect links with people who have till recently worked in the defense forces, ex-army officers or others, or people who have worked in national security establishments. Why do companies, these private companies which do business, why should their owners not be prosecuted for providing employment to people who may have a direct conflict? I'm not naming, but those who I'm talking about know who I'm talking about. And I will come back on this. If there are defense providers, people who handle defense and are contractors and providers and vendors to the government, and if they have indirect deals with people who have been in the defense forces, and if this is being allowed in 2023, then why is it being allowed?
Good question.
No, it should not be allowed.
No, but why is it happening? Then disqualify those companies.
One should know more.
Disqualify those companies.
Pursues this very seriously.
No. Then disqualify the companies. Then disqualify the companies.
I think this is.
Disqualify the companies.
Let me be a purist.
If people, no.
I don't think there should be.
Is it a form of corruption or not? Is it a form of corruption or not? Is it a form of corruption or not? If you provide fat consultancies and if family members of people who have been in defense forces or who've been in national security establishments are employed directly or indirectly with companies who in turn are vendors and providers for the government of India in the defense establishment, does that amount to corruption or not?
No, I think it is, because these are insidious ways for bribery and corruption.
Then you see, Shazia, I'll tell you one thing. All corruption is not political. This is also a form of corruption.
As a process, I have an issue with it.
No.
And I think we should talk about it. It should be out there.
Arnab, I think it's a good suggestion that you've come up with.
But penalized.
It has been a norm. It has been such a norm that people never felt this was corruption. I think you made a very good point.
I want to know whether, you see, I'll tell you. Please, Shazia, listen to me. I have seen this firsthand as a reporter in South Block when I was a reporter. All these Russians, this, that, all this, and their brokers, Italians, everybody roaming around the defense establishment.
Yeah.
But if that is going to be replaced by some other companies, direct or indirect, who are going to directly or indirectly employ people who have a role in influencing decisions, this cannot be allowed.
I know a little something.
And if
about
tomorrow
this.
they supply for any equipment for any tanks or submarines, that cannot be allowed.
It should not be allowed.
Yes.
And the government departments have to be smarter, more alert.
Okay, I'll leave it there. I'll come back with more on this.
And it should be there.
I will come back with more on this. And all these people should be investigated, including, if it happens, including people who have invested in these companies. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll close it at this point. I will come back with more on this. I will come back with more. And only for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Only for tonight, I'm closing. I'll see you tomorrow. Sharp 9 p.m. Good night and goodbye.